is my last video from Beki Cat. So you can see that she was so sweet to send me all these goodies. Pardon all that reflection. And I'm hosting my first ever giveaway. I had actually bought this and then she sent it to me. No, here it is. She sent it to me. So I'm going to give this away. So at the end of the video, I'll tell you how you can win this little puppy. So you can get to play. Somebody can get to have some fun with these dies because they are great. Alrighty, so let's get started. Okay, let's start off first with these lovely Memodex cards, which are such fun. So this is about 4 inches by 3 1/4, and this little piece here is about 2 1/4, 2 1/4. So that's that one. Bing bing. And let me show you what I made with it. Oh, and it has great detail on it. See again with the stitching. Great stitching detail. Really nice die, really nice. And then this one is an inside out. So you cut the both sides. It depends on how you want to use it. And I made this little puppy, Christmas in July. Yes, I'm coloring again, my horrific coloring, but hey, look at that. Favorite color, purple for July. And this is just a sheet of paper. I wish I had made that background. I tried, but it wasn't working out. This is a die from my stash. These are La La Land. And this is Lawn Fawn. And then this Ho 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 is from Photo Play, but I think they all played well together, didn't they? I popped that up. And that's just, oh, and I finally found out about Winkelsteller. Don't ask me. All this time I've never used Winkelsteller, but now I'm using Winkelsteller. So, hey, can you see all that shine? I love this. So it's purple Christmas, purple Christmas. Yes, I'm in a purple state of mind. So that's that one. Next up we have this die. This one, which is this one. Look at that with the, there we go. Yeah, look at that. And this one here has, again, nice stitching detail. There we go. Look at all that stitching detail and nice little brackets on it. And it also comes with this wonderful label, which has stitching detail, all this stitching detail around the edges, and then this little scrolly part, which does cut well. I was pleasantly surprised, too happy, because I had another die that from Ali that did not cut that well. It tore the paper, but in this case, it did a good job. It did 110-pound cardstock, and it also did Anna Griffin foil. So I use that label here, and I was making a coffee Christmas card. This is my horrific, oh, I had a problem with the eyes. Don't talk about it. The eyes are not this big. I had to kind of fix it. Did everything. Made the memory decks, put the pattern paper on, layered it up, did my Copic coloring, made this label. Then I decide I'm going to darken the eyes with black pen. And it just kept bleeding and the eyes were not even, and it was just too much drama. I was so frustrated. I'm like, I'm not throwing it away, so I just wasn't throwing it away. But if I didn't tell you, I mean, yeah, you can tell. If you know the stamp, those eyes are huge. And here's the next one. Here, this is a much more simple card using, again, that alphabet set from Beki Cat. Where did I put it? So it can fit on a memory decks, you know, strategically can fit. And that is this set. You remember this one? Upside down again. There we go. So it's like this set with this. So it can work on a memory decks. You just have to, you know, can't spell anything too big. And again, this one measures 3 1/4 by 4. And here I just use a die from my stash. This is from AliExpress. Those are those flowers. And then this is an Elizabeth Craft die. I just got this the other day. I think it was clearance. Little dragonfly. And then that Beki Cat love you know, alphabet set. So that's cute. So that's this wonderful memory decks. And then moving on, we're going to put this to the side. Then now we're going to get into these. Now these are super, super duper awesome. First one I got. This is the one I bought before I got a second one. And so it's gonna come like this actually. So that's a good, let me use this one. Let me use the one I'm gonna send somebody. Here we go. So let me zoom in closer so you can look at all that wonderful stitching and layering detail. Now you can use this to make bookmarks, you know, for yourself, for your friends, for your kids, and it takes layering very well. So this can be cut out of 110-pound cardstock. You could run it through your whatever machine is called. I can't remember right now. Laminate it. And these are the pieces that layer up here. And then this is also an extra piece. And I'll show you what I did. So this is the base. And you cut this first. After the base, then you get all these wonderful choices. Look at that. Don't you love choices? All these choices to cut. And then you layer on top of that with this. So that's the beauty. So with that, I made, since this was the first one I got, here's the die. See the layers? This now is the little hook piece, which I'll show you next. So this is a die. And then here, I just cut it and rounded the corners to kind of layer it. So that's that. And this one here, I made a little boo-boo here, but you know, I did this piece, which is that. This piece, which is this one, it goes right here. And then on top of it, you put this. So I hope that makes sense. And so you wind up right here with that. And then you just fold it over. So it's behind this one. Or you can cut it in half if you want. So those are those two examples with this die. But we're going to keep this die close because I'm going to come back and revisit it because these dies do play well with each other. Here's the second one that she sent me. Here's the base. Let me get this out the way. Alrighty. So here's the base. That's the base piece. Two base pieces. So in this case, in this one, we have two base pieces. We have this layering piece. This layering piece. So you don't get as many layering pieces, but you get two bases. But this one now is slightly wider. And you'll see it. See it? It's just ever so slightly wider. Let's see if we can, you know, you see it? Both of them have stitching detail. This one is just a little bit smaller than that one. But they still work well together. So for this one here now, I mostly used this one. So I made, here is the, and I love my little bit of glitter because we all need some glitter right now. And that's using this piece. That's the top here. And then cutting out the bottom. See, it cuts that bottom. Perfect. On the back, you can see all the stitching detail. See all the stitching detail? This is on 110-pound cardstock. And this is a die from my stash. And this is a die from my stash. And I did add some little white paint. And I made this little tie-dye background for the die cut. I was so proud of my little bit of ink blending. So that one I popped up the little flip-flops. Then I got totally crazy inspired and went like full-on crazy. And then this one, I did this one here. And this one features a top, which I'll show you when I, oh, so maybe I shouldn't have gone this then. All right, and then the next one is this one. Look at that. So that's the square bottom right there. And did I make it? No, I used the paper, but I did splash it. And then this is the top for it. So I use this top, kind of matches the bottom. You see it? You see it? And these, did I tell you how long this was? 7 by 2 3/4. So this is 7 inches by 2 3/4. And then so I did that, and I, you know, had this Hello Crafty Friend. This is from Simon Says stamp, and then I layered up this butterfly. This butterfly is from Poppy Stamps or Memory Box, and that is just so cute. So we have that. We have that. What else do we have? And then I did a real simple one. Here, I cut this bottom and just did the bottom solid, right? Cut it again, and then just chopped off the top and then just layered it. So I get like, you know, so it's just two of the same because there isn't a layering piece, but you can still layer it. And then here, no glitter. I added, surprise, surprise. I did this piece here. So that would go there. And then I did this piece like that. See? So it has lots and lots of possibilities. And then I did some ink blending again. And this is a new die that I got from My Favorite Things. And I love it. So you can tell, see? Same piece of paper. I was blending like crazy with blending brushes, with those makeup blending brushes. I love it. Alrighty. And then last but not least, I have, if I can find it, oh, and then this little piece comes from that set. So it's like a little movie ticket thing. I just popped it up with some, you know, little coffee thing. You can punch a hole here, make it into a tag. So that's a little extra bonus. You know, you could tie it on to this if you want. I think, you know, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Just use it as an embellishment. When they have negative space, I've heard it in many videos. These dies are designed by Nicole Silhouette. So when she has extra space, she'll pop in stuff. She'll put a little freebie because they run it through that whatever machine that they do to cut dies. Last but not least, this one, the hook. And if you sell items and you want to make your own packaging, this is a great idea. Because if, you know, we're all like at home now, so if you're making jewelry and you want to sell your jewelry, you can. And so we have two versions of this. We have the rounded version with the stitching, two-sided, and then we have this little bracketed version. This little brackets here, the little bracket. Now when you cut these, depending on how your paper is and how you want to, you know, most things hook this way, you know, they don't hook that way. So you have to be careful with, you know, the orientation when you're cutting, if you want your dies, if you want a specific pattern to follow a specific way. So here I went two complete extremes. First, I did it as, you know, oh, it's packaging, you know, and here you can see, no, lie. This is this one. So if you have to cut it that way and get it going that orientation for it to look like packages. If I cut it this way, it's going to flip like that. That's the only bit you have to think about. So here, I had a little piece of slim packaging here. And this is, call it almost 2.5. Call it 2.5 by, call it 6 1/4. Here is about 3 1/4. So it comes 3 1/4 down. So here, me again with my ink blending. So I made some bows, then I put a little butterfly, put a little bling on it. Made only 2, but then I went crazy up here with the embellishments. But you can see the piece here. And just layered it up. Yes, I was having fun. Yes, I was having fun. And then I went way out into I don't know what this is. I said I wanted to do everything was so female, so I wanted to do a male version just in case if you want to hang it on a door or something, you know, just to show you a different style. So now this is this piece. So I'm showing you how you can play with them. This piece is here. So it's this piece with this layered on top of it. Am I making sense? No. This layered on top of it. So like that. So they all work back together. Now here you can see this is a little bit wider. Remember I told you this die is a little bit wider. The slimmer one is this one. So for this one, the straight one, it fits perfect. You see? Perfect. Smooth. So that's the set I'm going to give away. The next set, you're going to get a little bit off, about 1/8 of an inch on each side. You see the difference? There you go. But did you really notice until I said it? Did you really? Nah. So I love what I did here. I used black 110-pound cardstock, layered it here. I staggered this piece. I cut one, then I cut one, then staggered it just to get the outline. And I had this little funky space paper. I don't know what it is. No, I know it came from Michael's. And then I had this background. And then I just played with all of my gear dies. And I put all kinds of layers. This is a Spellbinder big one here. And then I extended beyond. No, that's the glue on the back. But I extended beyond this just to make it even longer. And I put that there and just had fun. So you can hang this. Or like I said, if you make earrings, you can put it on, or anywhere. The bathroom, you can put a note, keep out, anything. But I think this is a great set to have. So that's that. Alrighty. So with all these little goodies here, what am I going to do? Alrighty. And here I used it too. See, on the slim one, I used it. And I used this one. There. Cut that way. And then, so I just did this for the craft room, where I can just hang it. So that's on the original die, the one that you'll get. See how it's just smooth along the edge? See all the stitching detail? Can you see all that stitching? Look at that stitching. That's money right there. That's fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. This is from one of the other dies in the set too. Alrighty. So to win this little puppy here, like the video, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already subscribing, and tell me which die you're excited about. And you have to live in the United States. I'm sorry, my international friends, if any international friends are watching. And give me any ideas of what you would use it for. I kind of thought I went out there, but then again, maybe you have something else that you could use it for. So I'd love to mail this off. I'll give until, let's say next week, Friday. And I'll pick a winner. And then, I'll contact you by private message, or you can private message me your details. I'll do a video announcing the winner. So, and I may include another surprise along with this. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time, stay crafty. Bye for now.